One and all, welcome back to the Age of Empires 4 action. It's a blast from the past here. We were on Canal in a Play All 9 series between Anatan and B on the Season 9 preview server here. Malians in the hands of B and Anatan with the Ottomans. Ottomans who used to be by far one of the most dominant civs on this map. Let's see how time has treated them if they've held up well here. Kind of curious to the Malian pick from B and what the thought process is. They did get buffed about a patch or two ago. Not the Season 9 preview, but for Season 8, they changed it now so that Malians fishing gathers gold as well with their fishing boats. So I think B might be trying for a dock rush here, maybe pull like 3 villages, get a transport ship, and then that's protected against any sort of Rax rush. Anatan hasn't gone for a Rax rush though. He goes straight for the dock. Okay, so this favors B then, right? Because like typically you're not meant to be able to get away with this dock play because an Ottoman player will rush a Rax up where his dock might be and then spam spears. We're not getting that. We're getting a very chill and somber beginning to this game from Anatan. Canal's good. I miss Canal. I don't know how the players felt in general, but I was a really big fan of this map. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. It created very unique game states, right? We're gonna have a very chill start. Unexpected. I think they want to test something. The fun thing for me is even when these guys are testing things, they do it in a really enjoyable way. You know what I mean? It's actually been incredible. Even the games where it clearly felt like they were testing things. Like, we literally opened this series with Ottomans, and it was Ottomans versus English, and they both imp rushed. And even in that game, I had a smile on my face the whole time, because it was so joyful the way they done it. Most of the time, when I see two players playing a macro game in AoE4, I just kind of have a really angry look on my face. I'm like, this is every game of AoE4. But this has been refreshing, man. I think these might actually be the two flagship players for like just testing in show matches on a pop server so far that I've seen. So, Ottomans will be looking to tech up, and we're probably going to be seeing Sultanate trade network here. You've already got the fishing, but on top of that, remember, this map has double trade site, south and north. So you always have a pivot option if you get blocked on one side. B, I'm curious. This could be an outpost rush. Yeah, so remember, they just buffed the Saharan trade network, which definitely doesn't get confusing when both of them have trade network. I'm just going to call the guy who done this out. Great imagination from whoever worked on Ottoman's Malian expansion. What do we call these landmarks? Trade network. Are they both going to do trade? Not really. Funnily enough, Malians don't really go to trade off the back of Saharan trade network anymore. They use it now for outpost rushing because it gives you access to a unique emplacement. Instead of getting arrow slits, you can get javelins. But, wait, can you make up your mind? It is definitely going to be a trade network. There we go. We started with the positioning of a trade network where a Mansa would go. Then we got a Mansa where a trade network would go. Finally, we have got the defensive landmark coming in from B. So yeah, folks, this got buffed. Javelin placement's in there by default. Javelin placement has 11 base damage. It is insanely powerful. Gets bonus against ranged. And then, what makes it so good an outpost is you still spend 75 resources to build those emplacements, but it's pure gold instead of being stone and gold split like normal emplacements would be. It's much better for a civ like the Malians that accrue so much passive gold. Anatan is going for the wall in. I don't think that's going to save him from a potential outpost rush here, though. He's trying to get the perfect position. Good guy, Anatan. I like that. He's trying to not delete the fish with the wall, as that's an illegal move. That's a no-no in comp games. If you look like you're doing that on purpose, you will get banned out. Admittedly, he wasn't doing it on purpose, but he doesn't want to be a bad boy. Only in the fun way. So trade network now on the way. We've already got the trade network going, but that's going to get confused. See, once again, guys, like, please rename one of these. The Sultani and the Saharan. So the Sultanani, is it Sultanani or the Sultani? I always call it Sultani. I feel like I'm missing the end there. I think you should be actively trading with this. But the reason why Anatan is paranoid is because B is playing Malians. Malians, once they tech up, can drop a stables and upgrade this Warrior Scout into a killing machine that will already be in position to stop your trade. So I kind of respect what he's doing here. B is playing dangerous there. This is the right map to dive a TC. I've seen B multiple times in these show matches lose his scout unnecessarily. Luckily for him, on a map like this, everything's on wood, so they're not close enough to garrison to insta-snipe. I think B was looking for confirmation of that. So yeah, 16 villages on the tree line. How did you guys vote on this one? Has to be Ottoman favored, right? 92% on Ottomans. Now, some of that is Anatan, but a lot of that is in this matchup. B is a heavy disadvantage with Malians. And there's the stables drop we talked about. So Warrior Scouts coming. Not a bad way of trying to burn into the enemy. A lot of docks as well. Jesus, Anatan. So we've got the position dock for an Aris Let's Play here, right? That blocks a lot of fishing, like up to here, which means that B has about 5 shoreline fish to work with, and then he's starved. B is going to try to aggro that back his own way, but difficult now, considering the dock is already up for Anatan. We do have spring play coming from B, but I'm wondering if there's like an easier option here. Is going castle and rush better? Farimba in this matchup isn't a bad idea, right? Because I think Freeborn do quite well with their 5 ranged armor against mass Janissaries. Because Freeborn are kind of bugged. They get countered by archers, but they don't get countered by Jannies. Well, Canoe is at least going to arrive. And we're seeing how B can kind of benefit. Wait. Is that a bug? Or do fishing boats only give gold off of deep water? That's a bug, right? They're meant to get gold off of all fishing. Oh, sorry, no, that's a UI bug. I remember we talked about this before. Yeah, so guys, it's weird because most things show it in the UI, but with fishing boats, they get given the gold when they drop off the food. So it doesn't show here at all. So he is getting gold. It's just weird in the way that they've captured the info. Because, like, for example, with olive oil, you see the olive oil you're gathering before you drop it off on the villager, right? So yeah, I hope they fix that because it's very confusing when you're watching games. And we're layering the cake now. So more wolves coming in from Anatan in case there's a breach, which is likely at this pace. We have got mass warrior scouting. Anatan is going for a castle rush. He's already got the imam points ready, so Anatan, I need to invest in some sort of defensive ships here, though. This could get awkward. There we go. Archer ship has been queued up. Wait, was that intentional by B? I think that might have been a bait. Yeah, so I think he was expecting Anatan to react with an archer ship back here and then strike here, but Anno seems to be aware of the shenanigans. Dao is now being queued up on the forward dock. War Canoe has already arrived. Arislet should be able to shove this away, and the archer ship should be able to protect, but he's going to probably need to pull 2 or 3 fishing boats because the moment this archer ship comes out, B's going to want to pile on with the warrior scouts. Commits to the dock instead, though. Warrior scout just about able to get away there. I wonder, is it actually better to go Springwoods here? Well, 4 dock is going to be going down. And looks like he's going to try to break through. We have 16 warrior scouts. Guys, I know what you're going to say. B is not doing one of these 1-unit strategies, okay? He built a war canoe. It's different. He's evolving. Oh my god, this is brilliant. Anatan is like, I may need some spears. Really? You think? Because, like, we are creeping upon a risk that B just floods warrior scouts into the main base. Which is wild, by the way, to be doing this against Ottomans who will eventually get Janissaries. Janissaries that you don't even counter until Castle Age because you don't get bonus damage against ranged until the 3rd Age with these units. War Canoe is going to be able to shove away the archer ship. Anatan is going to have to vacate the area soon. It's going to be an Imperial Palace. Istanbul Imperial Palace on the way. Love to see this. Especially against Mass Cav, there's just no point going Imperial Armory. You need the perks that you get out of the Vizier Council ASAP here. And it shows that Anatan has 25 military because they bugged the fishing boats. The fishing boats are showing his military. This is a UI bug that still hasn't been fixed because we looked in the Capture Age office for people working on Age of Empires 4, and all we found was a gerbil running on a wheel. He did have a little name tag in front of him which said active Age of Empires for Capture Age developer. But something tells me he can't move the mouse to click send on the updates. So we're probably never going to see that get fixed. Riskat's not marching forward. Understand. Whoa, boy. Get back in that base. A demo ship play might be big here for Anno. Does he queue one up? He's going to have to defend now. He's going to get surrounded otherwise. Warrior Scouts dive in. Villagers have to get back from this. No demo ship coming from Anatan. It might be the one way that he can clutch this fight up. Instead, B is just surging him with the Malians. I mean, Veterancy actually got cancelled and requeued there. So wait, what? He cancelled it? Okay, now you're even further away from a counter. His scout spam is getting out of control. Anatan about to lose all docks. And it means he's going to lose all fishing, and that's a lot of fishing. He was, what, 17 was the pop cap? The threshold, he reached the maximum. Going to be going all the way down to 0. I love that. The Warrior Scouts in the transport ship. A quick way to guarantee that no counter comes out to contest quick enough here. Anatan has queued up a Grand Galley, but I don't know what that's meant to do for you here. B, now saving up for Age 3. Wait, doesn't a Grand Galley lose to 16 Javelins? Oh my god. The naval battle we never got to see. Ottomans and Malians have been in the game for almost 2 years. We have never once seen a Javelin transport ship versus a Grand Galley. That changes today. No. That changes today. That changes to B. Yes, it's happening. Go, be all you can be, Javelin ship. Oh my god, the Javelin ship's gonna win. The Javelin ship is legit gonna win. All right, it's confirmed. Javelin ship beats Grand Galley. Hooah! What loadout coming out. Good blocker here, the Warrior Scouts. Most get away, all but one. Oh my god. Thanks for coming to this educational stream presented by me, Killer Pigeon. We're learning everything today. Can't believe a transport ship Javelin play beats a Grand Galley. They may actually just be the worst ship in the game. Oh my god, Warrior Scouts are just so quick. Anatan, he's trying to spam spears to defend, but Farimba Garrison is already on the way. I'd love to see B just layer in some Ford Raxus here and going to Mansa Musafadi. Maybe even Freeborn, actually, because Freeborn guarantees that Janissaries can't save Anatan, right? That's your one scary factor of your B, is like Janissaries could recover his game. Realistically, you don't want to be building Janissaries here anyway, because Javelins is just as possible. So like, maybe it's even safer to go Javelineers. They do have that poison damage. Whereas Freeborn are going to struggle a bit against Mass Spearmen. Guess we'll find out in a sec. Tech complete. Has to be Musafadi, right? I can't imagine a world where you go elsewhere here. It does mean you're mass melee, which is a bit weird, but I think it works. And oh no. Wait, did Anatan never get... There's no temple. That was the Imam point, right? And now Janissary is being queued up. But guess what, guys? I have a ranged army. Yay, me. All right, so maybe Malians are really the OP ones on Canal. Because, like, transport ship play is kind of OP. We saw that on Water Drake in a tournament. And we're seeing it now on Canal. You just can't reach them. You can't catch them. They're 1.5 movement speed. And there's enough damage coming out of this to kill the Spearman in one go, right? Because it's like, oh god, now I have to do the maths. It's, is it 116 damage? Yeah, so you definitely kill a Spearman in one go. 116 damage on a 110 health unit without undermesh. So you just die. There's no surviving it. Oh my god. And yes, the transport ships firing is a unique Malian thing. They get a javelin throw for every unit garrison size. So when Malians were first released, there was this cheesy strategy of garrisoning villages inside to ruin your opponent. Players stopped doing it because they realized it just, like, as long as you don't panic, you don't lose to it. Because the logic you go through is in that situation, your opponent is using villages and idling them up to try and kill you. Here, however, those are scouts. It's not the same. And we do have it confirmed in Mansa Musafadi now on the way. These guys will wipe the floor with Anatand. This is a great read to deal with Janissaries. We still have that transport ship with barely any health. It's a risky game for Anno, but he's finally going to bail on it. Or you could just, like, build another transport ship. I mean, that's an idea, too. What the f... I am intrigued, Anatan. Continue. He snuck out all the way across map to build a TC rather with one villager. He even gathered the stone here to guarantee it. I can't believe this. I mean, this would be one hell of a recovery, but I don't think you've got that much time. Warrior Scouts dive in. Also, on top of that, like, what's your plan? Go south and go to the deer? B's already on it. Man, maybe this play works if B wasn't playing deer, but was instead eating cow at home. Because he's eating the deer, there's, like, no value down here for Anatand. What's your plan here? Build mass keeps? By the time you have castles online, there's going to be, like, 60 Mansa Musafadi that will burn those castles down. Oh, man. And they're going to be coming in fast and hot. Military Academy now queued up. Now, that is intriguing as an idea. Cavalry archers to try and hold. But he hasn't got food, guys. Anno has 4 sheep and nothing else. His berries are about to be exhausted. He has 2 farms. I love the cavalry archer idea here. I just don't think he has the time or the resources. And the other thing is, like, if you just forget to bring a scout, the gap closed from the Mansa will be there due to stealth, right? It's a scary situation, man. And the cavalry archer's already been revealed. So remember, you can only get cav archers by committing into the vizier point, which tells B you're definitely going to be looking to go into them. Otherwise, you've just wasted a vizier point. And a third TC now being attempted, but the timing could not be worse. Understand? That's the leave. Oh my god, look at the bank of B. 43 Mansa Musafadi. He's halfway to Imperial. Actually, 2/3 of the way to Imperial seems more accurate here. Closer to 3/4. Scouts are going to find their way in again. Janissaries are starting to trickle out, but trickle's the issue here. Remember, these scouts now counter you. They get the bonus damage against range. They double the damage. So when you leave your initial Janissaries exposed like this, you're not the answer you think you are. I think the killing blow's now on the way. He's stealthed up. He even has the local knowledge because B is a sweat lord. He needs that extra 15 healing. Spearmen are not going to have a fun time here. They get revealed, heading into the base. The outpost does spot them. Immediately just attacks anything that would get in the way of his fun. B. He's returning the favor. A 1-unit comp to dominate the game into a 1-unit comp to end the game. And yeah, not just 4 base melee armor. I think they have slightly more health, right? I might be wrong about that detail. But in general, these units are insane. It's still the 9 base damage. Sure, it's kind of low, but think about this. The spears, half of their damage doesn't go through. More than that, because it's 6 melee armor versus 9 melee damage. This is about as one-sided as it gets. GG. Game over for Anatand here. B able to get another win on the board. Oh, good lord. He's going to force the GG because he knows that Anatand has been creeping out onto the map, right? So we can see a free TC Ottoman player trying to go Imperial. Oh my god. He's going to try to rush a landmark, guys. I don't think you can build it quick enough, though. His villages are a bit split, right? So he converges them here to do it? I don't think this is quick enough. Nah, it's over. He's trying to rush age 4. But the Imperial Palace is already half HP. This is going to be the game for him. B. Solid strategy with the Malians. Warrior Scout spam to take control. A classic here.